everyone, and welcome to Room 210 News, your place to find out everything that's going on in our school and in our classroom this week. Well, I hope that you're staying dry in all of this wet weather that is happening this weekend and is coming our way this coming week. Just make sure that you're staying safe in anything that might occur this week with the tropics and with the upcoming storms potentially to our area. Just a reminder, if you have not already, to please sign up for a week to take home Spider-Man of 210. This is such a fun project, and I'm super excited to get it started up so early this year. It's gone home with one student this week, and we are super excited about that project. So make sure that you've signed up if you have not already. The link will be in the message again. Progress reports went home on Friday, September the 26th, which was this past Friday. Please make sure that you're reviewing that this weekend or have reviewed that, and then sign just the top sheet, just the cover letter. There's no need to sign the actual reports. You may also keep the reports at home for your reference. If you have any questions about your child's progress report, just let me know and I'll be glad to answer them for you. Parent-teacher conferences are coming up on October 30th and October 31st. On October 30th, we're offering evening times, and then on October 31st, it will be all day. Just a reminder that these are required parent-teacher conferences for all students, and they have to take place in person. So please be sure that you're checking the Sign-Up Genius for a time that works best for you and your family. Speaking of the inclement weather that I was talking about earlier, just stay tuned to your email and your Dojo messages for any updates about what the county may decide to do if, in fact, we do see some inclement weather this coming week. And then finally, I know that fall sports or extracurricular activities are in full speed ahead. Like, I know that you guys are so busy with games and practices every night, and I would love to come and support your child at one of their games or one of their extracurricular activities. So I'm going to put a link to a Google form in the message this week, and then if you'll just fill that out if you want me to come to one of your child's games. I typically do this in the fall and the spring, and I would love to come and support your child in whatever they're doing this fall. Up next is Looking Ahead, where you will hear all the things that are happening in the future of our school and in our classroom. Make sure that you have on your calendar this Tuesday, September the 30th, as it is picture day for all students. This is the picture that will go in the yearbook, so make sure that your child is coming dressed in their best and ready to have their photo taken. You will have opportunities to buy the photos after they're taken, and they will come home in your child's folder soon. And then finally, mark your calendars also for this Thursday, October the 2nd, as that is a teacher workday, and there will be no school for students. Up next is a news segment of Room 210 News, which is Mr. Todd's Superhero of the Week, where you will hear what student is being celebrated this week by the students of Room 210. Okay, so this is Mr. Todd's Superhero of the Week, and it's one of the most favorite things that I do in my classroom. So every week on Friday, starting this past week, students will receive a ballot for Mr. Todd's Superhero of the Week. And what they are charged to do is pick a student in the classroom that has done something especially kind for them or has really been doing an exceptional job in the classroom. And we celebrate that student in our classroom, and it gets announced on the news, this newscast, and everything. And so I'm super excited to announce our first Superhero of the Week this week is Jakai. I'm super proud of Jakai. He is working so hard in our classroom, and if you want to hear what students said about Jakai, check out the post that we'll post on the Dojo Stories tomorrow morning, and you'll be able to see all of the things that students said about Jakai and why he should be this week's Superhero of the Week. So congratulations to Jakai. We're excited to celebrate you this week, my friends. Up next is Curriculum Corner, where you will hear all the things that your child is going to learn in the classroom this week. Our attendance fact for the week is that we started a new attendance initiative at Castle Hayne. If 90% of our students in our class are on time and present for the day, we get to color in a letter on a poster that spells Castle Hayne. And when we get all of the letters colored in, we get a treat from Mrs. May. So please make sure that your child is coming to school every day and is on time so we can continue coloring our letters in. We are only 2 letters away from our first treat. In Eureka Math, we're continuing with Module 1, which covers multiplication and division properties on zeros, ones, 2s, 5s, and 10s. Students are going to continue to be learning about the distributive property this week, which has seemed to be a difficult topic for students. So please practice the module pages at home in your child's workbook. In Foundations, we'll be wrapping up Unit 2 through this week and a little bit of next week, which covers suffixes being added to the end of base words. So students are having to identify the base word and the suffix and then know how to read, write, and mark those words. Please continue to practice using the at-home supports to help your child be most successful on the upcoming test. And then finally, in reading, this week we're continuing to talk about main idea and details. We again will be using various passages about different ocean animals, and students will be identifying the topic, main idea, supporting details, and finally writing a summary about the passage. This week we're really going to be focusing on the summary part and teaching students the correct way to write sentences and paragraphs, including punctuation and capitalization. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Room 210 News. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. If not, we'll see you right back here next week for another episode of Room 210 News.